Hey guys, welcome to Amanda's Favorites. Today I'm going to share with you the Laurel Denise Undated launch. It is launching February 27th, and I have two of the covers in this launch to share with you guys, as well as the vertical and the horizontal in a mini and her original sized planner. We're also going to talk about some other things that are coming out in this launch and some of my very favorite products from her that you might want to pick up along with your planner. All right, we're going to go ahead and unbox the original size one first. I'm also going to share with you some of my planners that I've used from her so you can see how some of her planners hold up being well used and pages written all over. So stick around for that. Look at her packaging, you guys. They do new boxes for every single launch and they are just stunning. If you get it in the mail, it feels like a gift to you. And if you're sending it to someone else, it really feels like a gift. And she has a new little planners for the way you think card designed for every launch too. I think I've tried to keep and collect one of these from each launch, and her beautiful tissue paper. I've wrapped books as gifts in this tissue paper, you guys. So don't throw it away if you think you can reuse it for something, because it is stunning. And every planner comes in bubble wrap with the tissue and everything, so it is well protected. I have already taken this one out though because I needed to do some writing in it and some pen testing. So this is her original size. I will show it the mini size right next to it once we pull that one out. If you're new to Laurel Denise, I have an entire Laurel Denise playlist, and you might want to check out her 2025 launch video because that has so many of her planners and layouts in it and accessories. I have an ongoing 10% off code with Laurel Denise. It's Amanda's Favorites. Punch it in every time you check out. And I also have an affiliate link. Clicking through my affiliate links helps keep my channel going more than you know. All right, let's look at this beautiful design. The inside of the Laurel Denise is just as pretty as the outside, and that is important to me because the way my planners sit open, I always see the inside edges, so the pocket, and then the outside design, the little design around the edge. So unfortunately, I don't get to stare at her beautiful cover designs the whole time I'm using the planner. And so always look at what that inside design is, and if you want to see that. Let's talk about everything that comes with this planner. First of all, a huge, really sturdy pocket on here. You can fit like full sizes of paper in there, and you get that on the front and the back of your planner. This also comes with monthly tab stickers. I've stuck one on here so you can see it. And they work so well. They're so easy to apply. They come with stickers also for the back of your tab if you want to add those. The tabs are laminated, and then you just have these clear stickers. I think it's so nice in an undated planner. She did not add any more to the price of this, but you get your tab stickers. You also get 2 bookmarks with every Laurel Denise planner. One has your measurements on there and says you are here, and that is in gold. And then this one says you are also here, and it's a scalloped edge for you if you want to use that for any kind of decoration. And they pop in and out seamlessly. So you get 2 rulers with every planner, and you do not have to worry about that. You have a letter from Laurel up front, and then you have a before you move in guide. If you are new to Laurel Denise, definitely check this out. So many resources to go to get ideas for your planner pages. Then you have your nameplate page. This is a horizontal undated weekly. This planner is $59, and don't forget to use my 10% off discount code. And I'm going to give you some ideas about why undated planners can come in really clutch at times, and you might just want to have one sitting on your shelf. So we're going to talk about that too when we get into this. At the beginning, you have this big dot grid section for any kind of notes. You can write your month and goals for the month and things to remember from the month. So that is a 2-page spread with dot grid on the other side. The Laurel Denise tabbed pages, which are what all your monthlies are on, and they are also what this whole big monthly section is on. These are 120-pound paper, you guys. It is cardstock. I don't want to say it's basically like cardstock because it is cardstock. And these little in-between half pages, which are not half pages, but it's what we call them, are 80-pound paper. And I will show you pen all over it in the planners that I have used so you can really see how it looks all marked up. Her paper performs beautifully. Now let's talk about this planner layout and why you might want an undated planner on your shelf. So even if you're not needing to use this planner full time right now, an undated planner can do so many things for you. Number one, if you just want to try out the layout, but you're like, I don't want to commit to it for the year, you just want to try out a Laurel Denise planner and give it a try. then you have this Undated and you can pull it out any month you want, try it out for that time period, and then put it away and not have wasted an expensive planner that you have to redate to use. So you can pull it out at any time. Let's say you want to focus on health and wellness this month and you want to use it for that. But then you're like, I'm going to take the summer off from tracking all that because we have vacation time and people coming to visit, and the summer is just a different vibe. Put it away and you haven't wasted any months whatsoever. Also, it can save you when you see all the new planners launching. If you're like, but that planner might work for me. Well, if you have the Undated sitting on your shelf, you can pull it out. You can actually give it a try. And it can keep you from purchasing dated planners over and over again, which don't get used. Of course, you can pull out a dated planner and use it also. You just have to redate it. I also love in the Undated, something that you can do with the Laurel Denise that she doesn't have as an option is you can make a Sunday start on your monthly layout and you can do a Monday start on your weekly layout. So she has, if you pick a Sunday start on your monthly, it's a Sunday start on your weekly. If you pick a Monday start on your monthly, then it's a Monday start on your weekly. But many people would like a Sunday start on the monthly and then a Monday start on your weekly. And you're able to do that in an Undated planner. You're also able to add in a little bit more decoration because you write the dates in. So whether you want to use stickers or whether you want to write it in, you can also just write the date, like really big on the day with a highlighter. I've seen people do that and it looks so cool. You can, color code your days in whatever way you want. You could even number the weekends in different colors so that it stands out. You just have a lot more room to put your artistic touch on it. So if you're someone who is very crafty with your planners and makes them beautiful, an Undated planner can be like a blank canvas. Or basically like a bullet journal, but without you having to draw out and measure out all the spaces. They've done the boring, monotonous work for you, and you just get to come in and do the fun bullet journal decorating. The basic premise of her original and mini planners are that you can see your whole month at the same time that you can see your week. And in the horizontal, you can have it folded over and see still your entire week here next to your month. These horizontal pages are very versatile in which you can divide things up in a lot of different ways. I've just put appointments or big things for the day on the left here and kind of made another column on the right for just list items. And even with, I write bigger and I can fit easily 5 list items in here. I could have even put a 6th just to give you an idea of how many you can fit in here. This also can make a stellar meal planner for your family to sit out in the kitchen because you can have all your meals on here. And if you want a little bit more detail about the meals, or you want to put breakfast and lunch on the weekly and just put dinner on the monthly, that's an option too. And you could use her sticky notes. We're going to get to the sticky notes later in the video and move your dinners all around. Like if you're like, well, no, that doesn't work for this night, just pop it up and move it somewhere else. You could use these 2 columns as like work and home. You could use, if you're using it for planning, this can be your tasks. This could be meals for the day or just dinner. Here's your weekly to-do list column. When I was using the Laurel Denise horizontal planner, this would always be my whole to-do list column. I kind of ignored the division of days here and just put tick boxes all the way down so that I could write all the way across and it would just be my weekly to-do list items. So every day I could kind of consult this and see what to get done. You have 5 weeks in every month of your Undated planner. And so you just have all this blank space that you can decorate as you wish in an Undated. You also have your 7 habit trackers back here, still just like her dated options for the month. Track whatever you wish there. Don't feel like you have to use them all. And then on this side, you have your huge space for a monthly to-do list. This is all dot grid and it's all 0.5, so ½ an inch. It's a very generous spacing. And then a blank to do this month column so that when you have your whole planner open, you can see your month, you can see your week, you can see your weekly to-do list, you can see your monthly to-do list. And that is why people love this planner, because you see it all at once. So that is the flow of the horizontal. In the mini, we'll look at the vertical option. At the back, you have a tab labeled notes, and this is what you have behind there. You have a plan ahead, and then you have room for every month of the year to kind of maybe plan out projects or vacations or what are days off school and special things we're going to do. It says things to remember, but this could also be pre-planning ahead for those kind of things. You have a yearly wins column and a yearly lessons. I love this idea if I would actually keep up with it and write them down as they happen so I don't forget them. And then you have 4 graph grid pages and I believe 4 of your dot grid. Yeah, all 1/2 inch spacing on that. And then at the very end, you have books I'm reading, things I'm listening to, happy moments, gratitude, hobbies, ways I'm moving my body, I'm excited for, and I'm hopeful for. Maybe one of these years, I will actually stick to filling these out, as things happen, or maybe I need to check in with it every month because I think it would be really fun to look back on. And that is your original horizontal planner from Laurel Denise. This also comes in the vertical. And in my 2025 launch video, I do share the vertical also in this size. And those are all the dated ones. So like I said, if you want to see more, that video will be linked in the description. Now let's open the mini. Once again, the cuteness. And let's compare the size here to the original size side by side. And then we will pull up a portrait. For the first time in this launch, they are going to have a portrait undated. They did not have one in the office to send to me ahead of time, but this is the dated portrait that I already had on hand. But they are going to have an undated portrait planner for the first time. So there's your portrait next to the original. As you can see, the original is just a tiny bit longer. And then here is the mini size on top of the portrait and on top of the original. Hopefully that helps seeing the sizes all together. So there's the mini and the original. All the measurements are on the Laurel Denise website. They do a superb job of putting every single measurement on there, even every little box and column. They do have some free printables you can try out for sizing to see where your handwriting works best. All right, here is your little cute mini planner. This one is, the cover is called Curator. And I should have talked about the other cover is called Floral Fellowship. And we're going to talk about pen pouches next, but that was one of the first pen pouches they ever did, the Floral Fellowship. So that's kind of a beloved pattern with Laurel Denise users and a real throwback. And it looks absolutely stunning. This is the Floral Fellowship on that planner cover. It is so happy, beautiful. I love the colors and the playful flowers. So this launch being the undated launch, these are patterns that they already had out that they kind of have thrown back in, beloved patterns. This is called the Curator, I believe, this navy and light blue. It's so beautifully done in here. Once again, you get the 2 rulers, you get the monthly tabs, everything the same. The layout of the pages, the same up front. But in your vertical, you have your week going vertically across. Of course, you can use their timed washi tape, which you can put in this column if you need to have your times there and go on a schedule. People divide out these vertical columns in so many different ways, like divided by morning, noon, and night, or home and work, or kids' schedule and your schedule. And there are so many ideas on the Laurel Denise fans Facebook page. It's actually called Laurel Denise Loves. If you want to check that out, you have this big spacing right in here that you could put any big thing for the day you wanted. It could be your top focus. It could be the weather for the day. It could be your kid's work schedule. And of course, here is where you would write in the date. This is your teeny tiny little weekly to-do list. And this is your monthly layout. Then you have that same month at a glance, and you have only 6 habit trackers in the mini because that's just all that can fit there. You have your same dot grid and your same monthly to-do list here. I've seen people use the mini planners a lot in the horizontal for a daily journal or for daily health tracking. So if it's not quite big enough for your full planner and you're trying to think about what could you use a mini for, those are some of the things that I've seen. Or for your meal planning. If you don't need that full size, it would make a great meal planner. I personally think the horizontal would be better as a meal planner than the vertical, but you know how you use things. So you think about that. And at the back, you have the same pages. You have all the monthly boxes here for month, things to remember, plan ahead, yearly wins, yearly lessons. You have the 4 graph grid pages and the 4 dot grid pages. And the wonderful pocket and design carries over on the back. And the mini really does feel so portable. It's a little mini cute thing in your hand. Now, I'm going to show you some of my personal favorites from Laurel Denise, some of the sticky notes. In this launch, they are releasing for the first time ever the portrait planner sized sticky notes. But I have the ones from just the 2025 launch. And I love them and use them every single day in my content project planner. For almost 2 years now, at least 1.5 years, I was using the horizontal for my content planning. And just this year, I switched to the project planner. So it's just the big monthly. And then you have this big space on the other side and habit trackers. This planner is in my 2025 launch video if you're interested in seeing the project planner. And it has worked so well for my content planning. But I wanted to pull it out to show you how well the sticky notes work in it. I've always used sticky notes for content planning, but until Laurel Denise came out with her own, I was actually cutting this size of Post-it notes from just, off Amazon. They come in all different colors and it's a great size, but I would either have to cut it in half or in thirds, and then it still didn't fit exactly right. And it wouldn't give me as much room to write as these do while still fitting in the boxes. And so her sticky notes have been one of my favorite things ever from her site. So let's look at those a little bit. If you are picking up a Laurel Denise planner, I cannot emphasize enough how much you might want to pick up these sticky notes if you see yourself using them in any way in your planner. So these are custom to fit all 7x9 Laurel Denise planners, and these are to fit the 9x12 Laurel Denise planners. But honestly, I find them really interchangeable because I use this red one in here from the 7x9. But then I love what size this size in the 9x12 planner. So those are my two most used. I just had to stick with certain colors because, and these. I use these too. I had to stick with certain colors because they mean different things. I could also see myself using this green a lot, but I just didn't pick it for one of the colors. But it is a great size. So you might end up wanting to pick up more than one size of the sticky notes. I'm sorry to tell you, because even though you might not use everything in that sticky note pad, to me, it is well worth it to have these sizes that I need on hand. And they work so well, you guys. They do not fall off. They actually stick well, and they have them made in these great little portfolios that just shut and keep them safe. So when I throw them in the little caddy behind my desk, they are not getting all messed up. If you want to throw them in your bag, they're not getting all messed up either. You could even use a planner band to hook more than one of these babies together in your bag if you need to take them with you and transport them. And so they're coming out with portrait ones, size to fit your portrait planner for the first time ever in this launch. So definitely take a look at the sticky notes and see which sizes you might want to use. I do a lot more talk about these and put them in a lot of the planners in that 2025 launch video. So check that out if you want to see them. Another thing I absolutely love, love, love from Laurel Denise, and for how much I love these, I honestly don't talk about them enough on Instagram or in my Laurel Denise videos, are her pen bags and pen cases. They both serve different functions, and she doesn't have all these patterns still available because some of them are older patterns. I know she has this one still available and this one because these are newer ones. And I do sometimes hook a Planner Perfect charm on here. It works perfectly on the Laurel Denise pen pouch. Every pen pouch has this hot pink inside that is wipeable, which I love that about it. It's her, signature hot pink color, and it's just a wipeable fabric. So easy to clean. And this month I had just gathered all my pink pens to keep for my journaling in my room for February. So that's what this one was holding. These do fit around your Laurel Denise planner. Now, it will stretch your band some if you're putting it on the original planner all the time. And I don't want mine stretched that big. But for the mini, look, it fits perfectly on the mini. It also fits around the original, like I said. It's just that band will be stretched some if you're going to stick it on your original every single day. But look how great it fits on your mini. And you guys, I've tried it. It really doesn't stretch enough for me to fit around the portrait planner. I don't even think I would stretch it to fit it on the portrait planner just around the front cover alone, because it really seems like it's going to rip. It does fit around your original planner and looks so cute. And I would just put it over the front cover because then you're not overstretching the band. They work so perfectly. You guys, I just love the designs on them. I love that they're canvas. I love the leather pull. And for the price of them, I think these are only $15 and these are like $17. I think those are amazing prices for these bags. Personally, I don't really need any more than this, but I might have to get some of designs that I love, because honestly, I would not be sad to have every single design in all these bags that she's made. I have one of these sitting. This is the one that sits on my scripture study desk. with just pens of all different colors because I like to use all different colors in there. And it holds a massive, you guys, there's still room. And this is almost always the bag that I bring when I'm traveling now because you can fit so many pens, highlighters, and markers in here. And then it fits in your travel backpack really well and you don't need anything else. And it's massive. It can fit way more than that. It can fit extra long Tombos without having any problem of getting them in and out, which I really appreciate. Even though I don't use Tombos that much, like you just want everything to be able to fit in there. And so there's always one sitting in my bedroom on my scripture study desk. This is usually sitting with my nighttime memory keeping journal in my bedroom. And I usually have these in my office with certain other pens separated out in here. So it's just easy for me to grab things when I know I need a certain such and such a pens. And I just love the ends of it with the nod to their forest green and their hot pink and the Laurel Denise label on the end there. They're just so well made, so cute. I think it will last you forever. The canvas is also kind of like a wipeable. These have been to the beach with me. They've been to Colorado with me. And that makes them even more special because I just remember all these memories. All right, and to wrap us up, I promised that I was gonna share my own personal planning and some of the Laurel Denise planners really quickly. Now, a couple of years ago, I did use Laurel Denise Undated for several months. And I must have not kept it, you guys, because I looked on my Laurel Denise shelf and it's not there. And that makes me sad because I wanted to share how the Undated looked all used. But I will show you how I've used the portrait planner just so you can see a planner just functionally, completely all used up this last year. It took me through a really busy month prepping for vacation. And you can see all these pages were completely written on. These are your 80-pound pages marked out with a dark marker. And you can absolutely see nothing coming through there. Absolutely nothing. And the good thing about your monthly pages, with them being 120 pound, I mean, you can't see this mess of a month ever coming through to this month. Like even if I move my sticky notes that were there, you cannot see anything coming through from the month before. And if you want a full walkthrough of the portrait planner, that is in my 2025 launch video where you can see all the habit trackers, the boxes, the layout of the portrait planner. But I just wanted to share one used with you. I love this space at the top that you can add the washi, the seasonal touches, and both the Laurel Denise planners. It makes them just so much happier for me. They're like a blank slate that you can come in and do whatever you want to. Here is November all decorated up. These are hand can plan stickers in here, which I shared in one of my top 5 videos this year. I shared all her stickers in the planners, and I have a 20% off code to hand can plan stickers. You can use over and over again. It's down there in the description too, but isn't that cute? And here's just a blank, what a blank month looks like, what some of her sticky notes look like in here. So that is your portrait planner, and they do have an Undated of this in the launch. This was an older Laurel Denise planner. It's a tiny bit smaller than her design now. But like I said, I accidentally threw away my Undated, and I just wanted to show you what one looks like so well used. I mean, where every week is written on, and this whole monthly area, so helpful to have it all there and to constantly be seeing your monthly list and checking in on it. So you will look at the Laurel Denise, you know, on Instagram or on the Facebook fans page, and you will see how beautiful they are. But you can also use it very, very functionally. Let's see. This was my content planner before I switched to the project planner this year. So this was my very well used content planner and her older sticky notes. I love the calmer colors and the more neutral colors of her new sticky note palettes. So I don't have to use, I do love the color mustard, but so I don't have to use mustard in every month. But this was my content planner from back in 2024. I have used a lot of Laurel Denise planners. I've also used them for my health and wellness planning. And how cute were these stickers that she used to have? I don't know what she has listed as far as stickers. Well, she has cute decorative planner stickers now that I know Nancy designs them all. They are adorable, but I don't know if they have these thicker stickers you can stick on everything. But if they do, they sure are fun to decorate your planner cover or a journal cover that you have. Thanks for being here and chatting with me today. I'd love to hear your thoughts on Laurel Denise planners, on her accessories. I'd love to hear your favorite accessories from her. And I would also love to hear your favorite planner from her. And let me know what you guys think about Undated planners. If you have some uses, tips, and tricks for undated planners that I didn't share in this video, I would love to hear them in the comments because you guys always give such great ideas and teach me so many things. So please chime in down in the comments. Now, as we are wrapping up February, you guys, I hope those of you who have been in deep winter, even us in Texas, have had a really good cold winter. We really have. Probably the best one in several years. So hopefully it's killed, lots of the mosquitoes, right? The mosquito larva or whatever they call that. But anyway, I digress. I'm just wishing you guys a happy spring as we enter into March this next week. Just look back on all you've done already in January and February this year and celebrate your hard work, things you've overcome, and reflect on the joys that you've had, the joyful moments with family or friends or just peaceful moments alone. Reflect on all that. Write it down even because it's so easy to forget. Let's all take a deep breath together. Have a wonderful week, friends. Take care of yourselves so you can take care of others. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.